I stopped doing certain shit that you used to do, because once you get on top, you want to stay on top. There's no reason for you to get on top and then fall, because all that hard work was for nothing.
Nothing.
For absolutely nothing.
You want to get on top and then motherfuckers gonna watch you and be in your business. What you think gonna happen, nigga?
You gotta excel into another plateau, man. You gotta just take it to another level, man.
Exactly.
And on to the next topic. And this is a topic that's definitely gonna get a lot of people antsy and a lot of people up in arms. Yeah. Most likely, all of the females.
And what topic would that be, brother HD?
The topic that we're definitely gonna spend a lot of time on is the word bitch. Now that word, you know, I don't even really have to elaborate on that. That's a word that everybody uses, men, women, old, young, and we just gonna dig into why the word is used, who are the real bitches, you know, and you know, we just gonna dig into the whole aspect of respecting people and not respecting people.
Man, let me see. On that subject, the funny thing about it is how women get upset when they hear the word, but then you have a lot of women that use the word. So I can't front. I know back in the days, men gave that word to women, but now women incorporated. You got some women who feel they bad bitches. You got women who feel that they are not bitches, but they throw bitch. But the crazy thing about it, I gotta say, is just the whole simple fact that if you're a bitch or get called a bitch, you gotta be doing something bitchy. That's just what it is. So that's why we got that show. Then we're gonna have another one called A Show for Real Women. The real women don't have to get called bitches. If they get called bitches, it may be by a punk ass nigga who don't know a real woman when he see one. You got a lot of niggas that don't know a real woman when they got one. Like I got people that dealing with dudes and they see that he an asshole and they still want to stay with this dude. I'm looking like, you don't understand, you don't see what he's saying, that he don't have no respect for women and he's not gonna respect you, and you still stay with him, and then you wonder why when y'all get an argument he calls you out your name and calls you a bitch, and then you get mad when you hear a guy call another female bitch that may actually be a bitch, and then you taking it as disrespect. But as a real woman, you know that you won't take that kind of disrespect. You're going to stay away from them type of dudes. You know what they're about. And you can find a good man. You can tell by how they care about you, treat you. And no matter how they feel, a bad day, they're going to still care about you and stuff like that. So a real woman won't get mad because you calling a female bitch. She's going to get upset because of the language you're using. Go ahead, A.
Yeah, and you definitely got to know and understand that both myself and JTL, we respect women.
Yes.
Hence the word women.
Women, like our mom.
Women. And there's never a time where I'm gonna call a woman a whore or a bitch that doesn't deserve to be called that. So I want you definitely to know and understand that we respect women, we love women, we think black women are the most beautiful thing on this earth that God ever created.
We know.
So you gotta understand, if you wanna be a woman, you have to walk, talk, live, breathe, eat like a woman to be called a woman. Next topic we're gonna get into is, when is taking dieting too far? I definitely want to touch on that because nowadays there's such a heavy emphasis on being in the perfect size, the perfect shape, you know, eating this, eating that, going out jogging, going to exercising. But when is taking that too far? Because you got some people, especially the women, who have a nice shape and figure and turn into a stick. Why would you want to turn into a little tiny stick? And you don't even look right anymore when you were just fine the way you were. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like on that subject right there, I gotta say with myself, I know it'd be certain times where I'm doing good with my health and I want to keep exercising and all that good stuff. But then, you know, I might take it a little too far. I don't want to eat much as I should be eating and stuff like that. And, you know, but, you know, you got people that just want to be in good shape and all that stuff. And then, you know, that's how they do. You know what I'm saying? They treat themselves the wrong way that they shouldn't treat themselves. You know what I mean? So, let me see. On the next one. On this next one. This next one.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Section 8.
Section fucking 8.
Fair or unfair? Section 8. Fair or unfucking fair?
I'm just shaking my head right now.
The reason why we say that, fair is for the women who are struggling, or people. Let's say people, because it's not always just women that's struggling, but people. For the people that are struggling, need some kind of help and assistance. But then you have other people that misuse and abuse it. I know people that actually have gotten pregnant so they can get on Section 8.
What type of bitch are you?
What type of person does that? Like, other taxpayers are paying for that shit. That's why people get so mad when the word taxes come in, because they paying for motherfuckers who want to do that. So why is it that we don't have where you get a certain amount of time for Section 8 and get yourself together, and then after that, get off of it, get yourself right, because you don't want it to be a situation where these government people are always in your business and taking shit, and then you don't want it to be a situation where you get disrespected like nothing but black hoes on Section 8 and don't want nothing for themselves. I get tired of hearing that, because I don't believe all black women that are on Section 8 deserve to get disrespected like that, but it's a lot of them that are doing shit and fucking up the system. Man, I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Yeah, you got all these, understand the difference between women and bitches. You got the bitches out there who get these houses and apartments, ain't paying nothing for rent. Well, you got the real women out there who got to go to work every day, work hard, you know what I'm saying, to get a nice house and a nice car, you know what I mean? But you got these Section 8 girls that's out there living it up just because they can't keep their legs closed. What a shame. What a fucking shame.
Extortion.
The next subject is going to be, should the government change the retirement age? And this is definitely something that reflects me, JTL, and everybody who is in our age bracket, you know, because if they push that age up, that means, you know, we will have to work even longer before we can get a retirement check, you know. That's just pushing us up more and more and more. So I think that's something that everyone in our age bracket definitely needs to keep their eye on, and when it's time to vote on that, that's definitely something we need to get out there and vote on, because there's no reason for us to keep getting the age pushed further and further up, because we don't need to be working that long.
So that means all you young brothers out there, whoever you are, Hispanics, whatever, Asians, you know what I'm saying, let's get our minds right and try to push ahead for the future, you know what I'm saying, for our families, you know what I'm saying, our children's future and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, get ourselves together, we need it. Then the next subject, double standards between men and women. This double standard issue, is it fair if a woman feels that they don't want to be disrespected as a whore or gold digger and all that stuff, but at the same time, they want to be able to get money from you. You treat them like a queen, you take them out all the time, spending your money all the time, and then when it comes to sex, they have to be the ones that initiate it. But are men wrong for believing that, you know what I'm saying, we can just be friends and not have to necessarily go out on dates like that, and we just want to have sex and all that stuff? So the double standard as far as like women want something one way but not allowing something else to be another way, and men doing the same thing for its financial and sexual and all that good stuff. H.
And that double standard definitely comes in, and we're going to speak on when the man is up front with you and tells you he just wants to be a friend, and then after y'all have sex, you want to get all mad. That's not right. If he told you up front, respect that, and that's that. Next topic, and this is probably my most favorite topic out of all of them, and this is something that I'm really going to go in on, is the contradiction between how you want to live your life and the music that you and your kids listen to. Because there's so many people out there who say they want to live this way and live that way, but they stay listening to the music in their car, what the people saying, bitches and hoes and suck dick and got the rims, and they want to get mad when the kids follow the music that they listen to. Why are you listening to that music if you don't want your kids to follow that?
Exactly, like, that's the way it always seems to be. You know what I mean? It's like, you have certain people, but you know, you got certain people that don't care. They wonder why their kids go off somewhere, talking all that shit, cussing, saying nigga and all that. And to me, that's like showing your kids you don't care about them. You let them listen to stuff like that. You don't explain to none of that. You so worried in your mind about listening to some Plies or Trina or whatever, Gucci Mane and all this shit, but you ain't explaining to your kids that they shouldn't be listening to it because you playing in front of them. So kind of fucked up. You gotta think about it. How much do you really care about your kids when you're not paying attention to what you're doing in front of your fucking kids?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Next one. Mike Vick situation.
Oh, man.
Mike Vick situation.
And I'm going to tell you right now, make sure you watch what you say, because I'm the biggest Mike Vick fan out there. Definitely watch what you say. Definitely.
All right, check it. This is the thing. It's a trip because we're the type of guys, like we said in the introduction, you know what I mean? We love our black people. We try to commend them for doing their thing. Even when they do wrong, we try to deal with the situation at hand, what it is, and hopefully pray to God that they'll be able to get their life back on track, do what they're supposed to be doing, and take care of their situations and all that. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I know a lot of people feel as though the way that Mike Vick did what he did was fucked up. And I'm not gonna lie, that was fucked up. That's not some shit that you do. That's just kind of like what I said earlier about artists fucking up, making it somewhere, changing life, and then still do some shit like they ain't got shit. And I hate to say it, but I feel like what he went through so far has been enough. He has been crucified enough. I don't think he at a point in time, he's doing great right now. Look at what he's doing for the Eagles and everything. I don't think he's at a point no more where he should get scrutinized for what happened in the past. I thought when you pay your debts to society, go to jail for years, and then people still talk about you. So the thing I'm glad about that situation is he's doing his thing, he's shining right now, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all can move past all that shit. But that's something we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get into it. I know we're gonna be a lot of Pat lovers that's gonna talk about it. Now I love Pats too. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish people put as much love as they do now with pets into people. So we won't have to worry about people doing pets the way they doing pets now. If people start loving each other and taking care of each other, maybe